right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Jeremy South. He's the Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at Steppe Gold. And Jeremy, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Hi, Steve. Good to see you too.
So you've begun production again for gold and silver after securing some supply of reagent. It's been a bit of a challenge between what's been going on with COVID and also these supply chain issues. Give the audience some thoughts on what's been happening here.
Yeah, it's been, the last 2 years have been a challenge for everyone, we certainly weren't immune from that. We managed to secure reagents at the start of the pandemic, which gave us a very strong year of production in 2020. Then the COVID issue started to really clog border with China. China, as you know, has been really following a zero COVID policy. That's definitely impacted their neighbors, and that was the main issue. We were just, we were essentially unable to get reagents through the Chinese border. We had to look at other options. So we spent the last year looking at expanding our supply chain, diversifying our supply chain, and glad to report we've finally opened up several channels. One thing we learned from the last year or so is not to have all our eggs in one basket, and diversify supply chains. That hasn't been required. Being next to China is mostly a good thing because of supplies and equipment and access to talent and so on. And we're right by the Chinese border, so we're glad to be there. But certainly the last year or so with COVID has caused that issues. I mean, you just think about trying to bring trucks into a country from China when they don't want to get COVID going back. It creates all sorts of problems. So we are bringing it from other countries now.
So I understand that, as I mentioned, your production has restarted now. So you've got lots of supply there now to go forward.
Yeah. So we still produced last year. We produced around 13,000 ounces of gold last year. Certainly much less than we would hope, but that was really just through sort of essentially flushing through gold in circuit. So we have now established supply, regular supply, and we are stocking up, and we're actually in the process of loading all those reagents. We started yesterday, so we're moving forward. We've got sort of what we think is secure supply, and looking forward to having a stellar year in 2022 with lots of inventory.
And last question, that is, you have some at ATO1 and ATO4. You've got stuff that's already blasted and ready to be moved as well. So it sounds like everything's going to be back up at full production. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and we have around our capacity out of that plant is around 90,000 ounces. So full capacity would be difficult to achieve, but certainly we're looking at sort of 50 to 60,000 ounces in this year. We have 46,000 on the ROM pad and the leach pad. We have another 27,000 in the pit that's been mined and blasted. We have another 9,000 in partially leached on other parts of the leach pad of the cells. So we have around 82,000 ounces of gross gold ounces in inventory, really. So we have a very good year baked, and most of that is already paid for. So so you think about the costs, flushing through our system, it means we're going to be producing gold at much lower costs, having already sort of spent, certainly on a cash basis anyway. So
yeah,
very exciting.
Makes sense. Jeremy, thank you so much for the update. Appreciate it. And I know we'll talk again soon. So thank you.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Thanks for your time.
All right. Yeah, you as well. There's Jeremy South. He is the Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at Steppe Gold.